Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group Lab 2 and Group 3 project will be presenting on our project, which is Pneumonic Plague Management System. So the five of us will present on this slide. So there are table of contents, which is firstly introduction, problem statement, objectives, methodology, and system results. So I will pass on the introduction to Victor.
So let me get the introduction for project. The plague is an infection disease that affects animals and humans. It's caused by yeast pest. The bacteria is present in road and therefore present in many parts of the world. The fatality rate of the plague can reach 13% and 16%. In our research project, plague vaccine can be saved immediately because we can affect their infected people hospital sort affect citizens are organized by a citizen number of the different questionnaires structure and insert and infect and classify plague insert areas by Harris level search.
Next, I will present about problem statement of our project, which is pneumonic plague management system. Firstly, user awareness. For user should be aware of current hotspot of the disease to avoid going to the identified red zone. Secondly, preventive measures. User should be notified on steps that should be taken to prevent him or herself from getting infected and prevent from spreading the disease. Third, quarantine occupancy rate. Quarantine occupancy rate must be updated and monitored in real time for preparation before another outbreak. And lastly, data security. Data for the clinical staff must be secure well in order to protect confidential data.
These are the objectives of this program. The first one is to sort and organize patients' data according to specific characteristics. For the second objective is to store data in files according to different quarantine and cluster zones. For the third one is to store a list of information of discharged patients. For the fourth one is to provide information on danger level of pneumonic plague cases in different zones. For the last objective is to provide status on cluster zones and quarantine zones.
I will be explaining on the methodology of our program. So first of all, we use flowchart as a guide for during the building process of the code. So basically, these are the example of the flowchart of our program. So the next is for the methodology, we have three different methods. We use the first one is the linked list data structure. The second one, as for the searching method, we use linear search and also binary search tree. And the last one is for the sorting method, we use tree sort, linear sort, and sort by file. The linked list data structure, we can see here this is the declaration of the data structure. We have all the variables needed for the patient's data, and node name next will be the pointer for the linked list, and the node right and node left will be the pointer used in the binary search tree. So these are the few lines that we call the function name create list, because create list will basically read all the patient's data from the file and convert all the data into code into a linked list. So basically we will have a node name A, which is the linked list that we'll use for all the functions needed in the code. So that's all from me.
So next on the methodology, we have a linear search and binary search tree. So first of all, the linear search, we use it to search a keyword to delete the profile data. So basically we search for a profile, a patient profile, and then we want to delete that. So for the binary search tree, we also use it for the search by IC number. And this binary search tree is used for displaying a patient profile because it is easier to find patient profile. Then next is the sorting methods, which is the first one is the tree sort. The tree sort is actually the sorted linked list by the IC number is inserted into the tree. So basically the root will be the middle node of the linked list, and the lower half of the IC numbers that is sorted are on the left branches, and the higher half IC numbers are on the right branches. Next is the second sorting method is the linear sort. We use the linear sort basically to sort the linked list by IC number. So by comparing a node to another node and swaps its spaces. The third one is the sorting by file. So basically the sorting by file is used to create files that store only specific categories. So it can collect, like for patient, we can collect a patient collection of patient in one file with only one type of category. So we can make a different file with different categories. So that is the sorting by file. Yes, thank you.
Last but not least, I will present about our mnemonic plug management system result from our coding output. Firstly, after staff login is successful, there will appear another 6 options in the staff main menu to be selected as shown in figure 1, which are patient registration, delete patient profile, display cluster zone and quarantine zone status, cluster zone level management and logout. For selection 1, which is patient registration option, the user will be asking to input new patient's information. After the input details success, the list of patients' profile is updated in patient's data file as shown in figure 2. And user will be redirected to staff menu again when pressing enter. For selection 2 in the staff main menu as in figure 1, the program will be directing the staff user to delete patient profile. The identification number IC of a chosen patient will be inserted as the search key. By inserting the chosen IC, the program will display the details of the chosen patient's profile. From here, the user must insert a user input on the discharge date of the chosen patient. The file has been updated indicates that the patient data, TXT file, and patient history.txt file has been updated. A user will be redirected to staff menu when pressing enter. For selection 3 in the staff main menu as in figure 1, the program will be redirecting the next option, whether option 1 to get status on cluster zone and option 2 to get status on quarantine zone in figure 4. Next, the user will be displayed with cluster zone information and the files from cluster zone are created when the option 1 of selection 3 staff menu is selected, and as the user selects option 2 from zone awareness menu, the quarantine zone information, which are zone level, and number of use rooms will be displayed, and the files are created according to the quarantine zone shown in figure 5 and 6 respectively. User will be redirected to staff menu when pressing enter. For selection 4 in the staff main menu as in figure 1, the program will be redirecting the staff user to the search patient profile with patient identification number IC input by the staff user to search out patients as specific wanted patient profile from the patient data.txt file as shown in figure 7, and user will be redirected to staff menu again when pressing enter. For selection 5 in the staff main menu as in figure 1, the program will be directing the user to the cluster zone level management section. User will be displayed with cluster zone information as in figure 8. Lastly, user will go back to main menu of program after selecting option 6, which is log out and pressing enter. After user login is successful, there will directly appear a reminder to preventive measures from mnemonic plug and details of cluster danger level with quarantine zone status will display to user who access this program shown in figure 9. That's all from us. Thank you.